Welcome back to Money and Mind Reads. If you've watched my other videos, you know I love digging into books that can level up your mindset and money game. And today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most life-changing reads I've ever encountered. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This book changed my perspective and my life. So let's see if it does the same for you. This video is a 10-minute life-changing summary of the power of now. Let's get into it. Lesson No. 1. You are not your mind. Eckhart Tolle, the author, suggests that most of us live in a dream state where we're not fully present. Instead, we're lost in our thoughts, worries, plans, and memories. He says, for most people, being in the now is only a brief interlude between bouts of being caught up in the mind. Basically, we think we're in charge, but our minds are running the show. Our thoughts seem so real that we mistake them for our own voice. We think we are our mind. But according to Tolle, we're actually more than that. Think about it. If someone calls you and asks how you are, do you reply with your phone number or your email? Of course not. You share how you feel. You might say you're happy, sad, excited. Those feelings are yours. But those feelings aren't your phone number. They're not something you possess. They're something you experience. Similarly, your thoughts are like phone numbers. They're part of you, but they don't define you. What happens when you fight with your partner? Do you go, "Hey, calm down, John"? You would never say that to yourself. You would say, "Calm down." You have a separate sense of yourself and your partner. The same goes for your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. When you realize this, you gain a lot of power. Suddenly, your thoughts are just thoughts. They're not commands that you must follow. You get to decide if you want to pay attention to them or ignore them. You're no longer controlled by your mind. You're in control. So next time you feel overwhelmed with thoughts, anxious about the future, or stuck in the past, remember, you are not your mind. Step back and observe your thoughts from a distance. See them for what they are, just thoughts. Don't react to them. Just watch them pass by like clouds in the sky. Lesson 2. The present moment is all you have. In the power of now. Tolle argues that the past doesn't exist any more than the future does. He says, you cannot travel to the future. You're always in the now. The past has already gone. The future hasn't happened yet. Only the present is real. We tend to spend a lot of time worrying about the future or regretting the past. But the truth is, neither of these times exists. Only the present moment is real. So why do we stress so much about things we can't control? Here's an exercise from the book to bring you back to the present. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Notice the air entering and leaving your nostrils. Feel your chest rising and falling. If your mind wanders to the past or future, gently bring your attention back to your breath. When you practice this, you'll notice that your body is in the present moment. Your breath, your physical form, is here right now. Your thoughts might be in the past or future, but you don't need to follow them there. You can choose to stay present. As you continue to practice, you might even feel a sense of peace or stillness. This is your true home. It's where you're connected to yourself and everything around you. And it's always available to you. You just have to practice coming back to it. Lesson 3. The pain body. Tolle introduces a fascinating concept called the pain body. He says the pain body is the core of emotional suffering. It lives in each of us, feeding on our negative emotions, especially unexpressed pain. Think of the pain body like a shadow self. It holds on to past hurts, traumas, disappointments, and even addictions. Sometimes it feels like you're not okay with something that happened to you in the past. Maybe you've pushed down that feeling or ignored it. Tolle says you haven't resolved it. Instead, you've stored it in your pain body. And here's the kicker. Every time you relive that pain through a memory or a similar situation, the pain body gets bigger and stronger. On the other hand, when you express your pain healthfully and consciously, the pain body shrinks. So what does this mean for you? First, it means you have the power to heal old wounds. It won't be easy, but it's possible. You have to bring awareness to your pain, acknowledge it, process it, and then let it go. Second, it means you have to be careful not to feed your pain body. Be aware of your thoughts and emotions. If you're holding onto grudges or resentment, let them go. If you're feeling pain, don't try to push it away. Deal with it. By doing this, you'll weaken your pain body and strengthen your ability to heal. Lesson 4. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. Surrender is a big theme in The Power of Now. Tolle teaches that resistance is futile. Fighting against reality, whether it's painful or joyful, only creates more suffering. Instead, he suggests accepting whatever is happening in the present moment and working with it. For example, let's say you're working on a project and it seems impossible. You're under pressure and you don't know if you can do it. What do? One option is to resist. You could complain, blame others, or give up. But Tolle would suggest a different approach. Instead of resisting, you could accept the situation and work with it. You could say to yourself, okay, this is impossible, but I'm going to make it happen. Then you could take action. This is what surrender is. Not giving up, but working with what is. It's not about being passive. It's about being proactive. It's about accepting reality and working with it instead of fighting it. So how can you apply this lesson to your life? Start by accepting what is. Don't fight it or deny it. Once you've accepted it, you can take action, set intentions, make plans, and work towards your goals. Surrender is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's the ability to accept reality and work with it. Lesson 5. Silence and stillness are powerful. In The Power of Now, Tolle emphasizes the importance of silence and stillness. He says, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. All is happening now. Why does he say this? Because in the stillness, we connect with our true selves. We tune out the noise of the world and listen to the quiet voice within. When we're still, we can hear our inner wisdom. We can tap into our intuition and creativity. But how can we find stillness in our busy lives? It's not easy, but it's possible. Start by setting aside time for silence each day. Even just a few minutes can make a difference. Find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Sit down, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As you sit in silence, you may notice thoughts, emotions, or memories come up. Just let them go. Don't engage with them. Just observe them and let them pass. If you feel restless, try a body scan meditation. Bring your attention to different parts of your body, noticing any sensations without judgment. Stillness connects you to yourself and the world around you. It's a source of wisdom, healing, and strength. Embrace it. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle is not just a self-help book. It's a guide to living a more intentional, focused, and peaceful life. As we wrap up this journey through its key lessons, remember that you are not your thoughts, but the consciousness that observes them. Live fully in the present moment, embracing the stillness and allowing it to guide you. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Money and Mind Reads. I hope you found it valuable. If you did, hit that like button, leave a comment below on your biggest takeaway. And don't forget to subscribe for more insightful book summaries. Until next time, keep reading, keep growing, and remember, you have the power to change your life. See you soon.